salt, oil, and sugar. Salt, oil, and sugar are not food. They're hyperconcentrated components derived from food that are put back into food.
So isn't the game here then just to not eat as much versus fasting?
Absolutely. The idea is to avoid excess intake that results in excess fat, that results in excess visceral fat. The problem is it's very difficult to do that when they are putting chemicals in your feed that fool your satiety mechanisms and lead to overeating.
Satiety mechanisms being mechanisms that tell you whether you're hungry or not.
Right, whether your brain signals you accurately that the amount of calories you have. If you, for example, just sit down and eat your fill of whole plant foods, you eat a certain amount and then you feel full. But if you put certain chemicals in the feed, you'll eat significantly more before you trigger those satiety mechanisms and feel full. Those chemicals that we put in our food are salt, oil, and sugar. Salt, oil, and sugar are not food. They're hyperconcentrated components derived from food that are put back into food. And we put them into food to make food taste better. And what tasting better actually means is it results in more stimulation of dopamine in your brain. Dopamine is the neurochemical associated with pleasure. The more dopamine, the more pleasure, the more you like it. And so it turns out that higher caloric density foods, or foods that have chemicals like salt, oil, and sugar in the food, will stimulate more dopamine in the brain. And that's because your brain evolved in an environment of scarcity. It evolved where it was difficult to get enough to eat and avoid being eaten. And so richer foods had more value. And so the people that recognize the value of more concentrated foods tend to live to reproduce and pass on their DNA. Today, we live in a world where we've corrupted the whole system. And so now we have unlimited amounts of hyperconcentrated foods with these chemicals like salt, oil, and sugar. So when you eat those foods, you will overeat. The only question is how much.